You pop open your eyes for the first time. Welcome to the universe. And here we are, in the middle of cosmic craziness. You're a brand new Viltrumite, born on the planet Viltrum, galactic gym central. Congratulations, tall armored dudes loom over you like overzealous gym coaches. They're checking monitors, deciding if you're cut out for the big leagues. Yep, your baby fate's on the line. Talk about a rough start. He's strong, the doctor declares, probably just hyping his stethoscope skills. Or maybe he's just a guy with a clipboard, who knows? You're a baby, everything's a blurry action movie anyway. Your parents, still in their battle spandex, let out a relieved sigh. Viltrum's got a hardcore, only the strong survive baby policy, you see. The weak ones, let's just say they don't get to blow out candles. Don't worry, you're not on the reject list. You're going home. But Viltrumite babies don't get to binge cartoons with teddy bears. Instead, you're tossed into a gravity chamber cranked up to Earth's worst nightmare. Every tiny muscle in your body screams under the insane pressure. Your cries echo off steel walls. But cuddles? Not on this planet. On Viltrum, weakness gets you a one-way ticket to oblivion. At 2, you're already showing off some serious toddler superpowers. Grown Viltrumites can lift 400 tons like it's a light workout. You're not there yet, but you're getting the hang of it. Your toys are just heavy-weighted blocks, super fun, right? You're doing great, even starting to float like a little superhero. That means fight training starts now, no time to waste. Your parents watch like hawks, tracking every punch and hover. You stumble, they just stand there, arms crossed. No helping hands. Viltrumites stand alone, kid. Better get used to it. Thanks, parents. Everyone here's raised to be a warrior from the cradle. Parental love? Yeah, Viltrum doesn't believe in that mushy stuff. At 5, you're holding up, so it's time for the Juvenile Combat Initiative. It's you and other tiny warriors, all your age, duking it out. This ain't a playground, it's a kiddie battlefield. Basically, toddler fight club, no nap time included. First day, you're up against a boy named Laro, a real bruiser. He's older, bigger, and ready to turn you into a pancake. One rule, knock your opponent out to win, no mercy. Good luck, kid. Hope you brought your A game. Laro charges, knocking you flat with his extra years of training. He's got the strength advantage, and it's not looking good. No excuses. An instructor barks real motivational stuff. You pull yourself up, slam a tiny fist into Laro's jaw. He stumbles back, and you knock him to the ground. Boom! The crowd of kids and parents erupts like it's a cage match. At 5, you've earned their respect for now anyway. Viltrumites think they're the universe's ultimate alpha squad, destined to rule everything, no questions asked. Their whole society's built to churn out perfect war machines. School on Viltrum, it's just Empire boot camp with books. History class glorifies their galaxy-smashing victories. Science is all about cooking up deadlier weapons. Maths taught through war logistics calculate enemy body counts. PE's just combat training with extra push-ups. Fail anything and you're done. Perfection's the only option. School still leaves some scars that stick forever, though. History class teaches you about the purging, Viltrum's dark days. Long ago, they decided to clean house by wiping out the weak. Hundreds of thousands of years back, before their cosmic conquests, Viltrum was torn apart by a brutal civil war. It started when Viltrumites, obsessed with their superhuman age, banded together to exterminate anyone not strong enough. Oppose them or look frail. You're gone, no debate. They called it the Purging, a global slaughterfest. Years later, half the planet was dead, ruins everywhere. But hey, at least the weak were gone, right? Viltrum adopted a savage, only the strong rule from then on. The superhuman survivors rebuilt the planet into a war factory. Targeted planets get a choice: join the Empire or get crushed. Refuse, an army of flying superhumans turns you to dust. Tough lesson for a kid, but survival's the game here. You're no baby anymore, but they can still erase you. At 10, you're sent to a freshly conquered planet for observation. You fly down, choking on the stench of burning rubble. Skies are black, villages are ash, cities are sad rubble piles. You follow General Korath, a towering war machine. He's surveying the wreckage like it's his personal art project. He lands by chained-up rebels, heads bowed in defeat. Decide their fate, Korath grunts, cold as a freezer. Whoa, why's this your call, kid? Heavy stuff. Your heart pounds, staring at their terrified faces. Hesitation's weakness, so you point to the execution squad. Korath nods, and the rebels vanish, poof, gone. That night, you lie awake, haunted by their faces. Don't get used to guilt, though Viltrum doesn't do that. At 15, you're leading a squad to raid a rebel outpost. Small mission, big test of your leadership chops. Fail, and you know what happens to screw-ups. You fly to the planet, no spaceships, just Viltrumite style. They zoom through space, hold their breath for weeks, super fast. Spaceships? For losers who can't break the sound barrier. Your squad hits the outpost, but it's a total mess. Rebels are armed to the teeth, and it's Chaos City. You turn it around, wreck the outpost, but lose squad mates. Their bodies stay behind as you drag yourself home. Back on Viltrum, nobody cares about the casualties. A victory's a victory, your instructor says with a pat. At 16, the Viltrumite trials hit the biggest deal ever. No fancy ceremonies, just brutal life or death tests. They're designed to ditch anyone not empire-worthy. Fail, and it's not just shame, it's curtains, kid. Your last chance to prove you deserve to breathe. The trials start on a moon with triple Viltrum gravity. You and 30 others get dropped with just your clothes. Survive a week of savage challenges and come out on top. Surviving's not enough. You gotta own the competition. First up, a race across jagged, bone-rattling terrain. Every step's torture, gravity crushing you like a bug. Your muscles scream, but there's no stopping here. Fall behind, and you're left for the moon's meat grinder. You reach a combat arena carved into the ground. Top 20 racers advance, and you barely make the cut. You face Laro, now a hulking beast from Toddler Fight Club. He's taller, meaner, with a rep for crushing skulls. You dodge his swing, land a quick jab to his temple. He drops fast. Fight over. Crowd goes nuts. Instructors nod, but their faces stay stone cold. No praise, just a grunt that you did your job. By day 3, only 12 candidates are left. The trials shift to teamwork, ironic for lone wolf Viltrumites. You're paired with Corvin, a quiet but deadly fighter, and Vetra, a reckless wildcard with a knack for chaos. Your task: storm a fake rebel base, take out the defenders. These defenders are seasoned Viltrumites, out for blood. Vetra rushes ahead, ignores your orders, gets ambushed. Corvin pulls her back, and you three regroup fast. You lead a chaotic assault, outsmarting the defenders. It's sloppy, but it works. You secure the base. Instructors praise your leadership, rip into Vetra's recklessness. Weakest link, they sneer, staring her down. Vetra glares back, but stays silent. Lesson learned. The final test, a free-for-all deathmatch, last one standing. You're dumped in a maze of cliffs, caves, and deadly traps. Alliances form and break in minutes. Pure chaos. You stay sharp, picking off weaker opponents quietly. By day 3, it's you, Corvin, Tariq, and a brute called the Beast. Tariq and the Beast team up, forcing you and Corvin to pair. The 4 of you clash, fists shaking the ground. Tariq falls first, crushed by Corvin's relentless attack. The Beast swings at you, his fists like sledgehammers. You dodge, land a throat shot, and Corvin finishes him. Now it's you and Corvin, staring each other down. You fought together, saved each other's lives. But bonds mean nothing, one of you's gotta go. You knock Corvin out with a swift, heavy strike. Instructors crown you the winner. No smiles, just nods. Only 3 candidates survive, bloody and beaten. You get a Viltrumite warrior badge, a shiny little prize. You earned it, an instructor grunts, cold as ever. By your mid-20s, war's just another day at the office. Drop onto a planet, crush it, move on, repeat. The galaxy's huge. But Viltrum wants it all. No time to think before the next fight begins. Oh, and every Viltrumite guy's got a mandatory mustache. It's like the Empire thinks facial hair wins wars. By your 40s, the Empire's perfect image starts to crack. Rebellions that took days now drag on for months. You stopped aging, just getting stronger, tougher. At 50, you return from a conquest, hear your dad's dead. Training accident, they say. But whispers hint at treason. His funeral's all military glory, no family stories. Doubts creep in. Was he loyal or a secret rebel? High Command summons you, praises your skull-crushing career. Time for a new gig. Make babies for the Empire. Your genes are top-notch. Gotta pass 'em on. Not here, though they're sending you to Corvallis. Viltrum's big plan: infiltrate planets, breed, take over. Viltrumite genes are so strong, they dominate any species. You can mate with almost anything, kids mostly Viltrumite. Earth humans are super close hybrids, are nearly pure blood. Your job: blend into Corvallis, make babies, spread Viltrum's grip. Corvallis is gorgeous, not that you'd ever say it. The locals are peaceful, artsy, all about nature and vibes. Total opposite of Viltrum's punch-everything culture. You play the lost traveler to win their trust. Classic Viltrumite move, straight out of the playbook. You blend in, learn their ways, start to like these folks. Their chill life makes Viltrum look like a meathead circus. Years later, Viltrum will come to crush or claim Corvallis. But for now, you're feeling something new: peace. You pair up with a local woman named Alera. Viltrumites see mates as breeding tools or sparring partners. But Alera's different. She's not just a mission. You two have kids, both inheriting your super strength. Raising them feels nothing like your brutal childhood. You're learning to care, protect, not just destroy. But the Empire's shadow looms over everything. High Command calls, thrilled with your baby making. They order you and the kids back to Viltrum. At night, with your family asleep, you make a choice. You lie to High Command, claiming complications. You train your kids to use their powers, blending Viltrum and Corvallis values. You know the Empire will hunt you when they find out, but you're giving your family a shot at freedom. Viltrumites arrive, led by battle-scarred General Korath. Some familiar faces, but most are new muscle machines. The invasion's brutal. You're completely outmatched. You fight with everything, years of training unleashed. But the Empire's too strong, and you're going down. You hold the line, ensuring Alera and the kids escape. They vanish into the wild, their future uncertain but free. Corvallis falls, the Empire's latest prize. Your death's marked as treason, your name wiped from history. But to those who knew you, you're no conqueror. You're the dad who chose freedom over a galactic bully empire. Not bad for a kid from a gravity torture chamber.